All right, hey you guys, this is Cobra Awesome, and I'm back with another rant video as always. Today I'm gonna talk to y'all about more about Nintendo and how I feel about them. So this is gonna be part two. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this video. All right, so I need to talk about these things just to get it off my chest. Um, I just don't know where to start, but I'm sure most of you guys already know that I've been ranting for a long time, mostly about television channels, of course, about Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and all that stuff, and talk about how bad they are. They were so great back in the days, but now they just suck, and it's really bad. But I just never thought in my life I would talk about Nintendo because all my life I've loved them. I love their games. I love what they do and all that stuff. And I never talked about Nintendo, rant about them during the years when I was on this channel page. But based on what's going on with them right now, I have to talk about them. Even though I still love them, I still love the games and stuff, and I still enjoy the games. But how they run their business, it's not looking too good. And especially what's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2, the price, the Mario Kart World 80 BS, it's just absolutely crazy. It's unacceptable. So I have a little story to talk about what happened to me last month, Mario Day, March 10th. All right, where do I start? Where do I start? All right, so last year, I went to the Nintendo store in New York City to celebrate Mario Day for the first time. I've been going to the Nintendo store in New York all my life during the Nintendo World Store era, right? And then they changed it to Nintendo New York. So I've been going to the store since I was 13 years old. I've been going there a lot, but I just never got a chance to participate in any special event, especially Mario Day. So I decided to go and celebrate for the first time. And as I was getting ready, I talked about this story where I was getting ready and I heard about the creator of Dragon Ball passed away, and I was sad and I was heartbroken about it because I was like, how do I process this loss and then get ready for Mario Day at the same time? So I went to the Nintendo store. I waited in line. I met up with fans, talked to them about how awesome Mario is, and I got to meet up with fans to take photos with them. And the Nintendo store last year for the event, they did three activities to celebrate the event. They were showing the Mario movie. They had his wait back in line outside the store because they were getting Mario ready, so you could take a photo with him. And then last, you get to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with one of the store employees, right? So I stayed for the to watch the movie with the fans, and I stayed to take a photo with Mario for the first time. I didn't stay for Mario Kart because I was like, it's not really worth it because I already have Mario Kart at home, so I didn't stay for that. But I only just stayed for the two events, and I had a lot of fun. It really was fun. It was packed full of people. The energy was there. You could tell like the employees cared, and it was something there about that day. And even though it was a sad time because Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away, that everything was happening all together at the same time. It was a fun and sad week, but I try to have as much fun as I can, and it was a great day. It really was, hands down, a great day. So for this year's Mario Day, I did the same thing again. I was getting ready once again. Um, I went there, and before this happened, I saw the poster on their Twitter account and Instagram, and it said like, "Oh, we're gonna have Mario Day once again, and we're gonna have you take photos with Mario and Luigi this time, right? So Luigi is there, right? So I was like, oh, okay, so they have this one activity there, but I'm sure they're gonna have like other stuff. They're probably gonna surprise us with it. You know what I mean? So I was not really too concerned about it. I'm like, they got something up their sleeve. And the Nintendo Switch like 2 Direct was coming up, so I'm like, maybe they're gonna hint us about something. They're gonna surprise us with a Mario game or something, to celebrate Mario Day. So I go there and I met up with my new friend that I met back in November when I went for the Mario and Luigi Brothership launch day at the store. So I met up with him, and I didn't think he was gonna be there because he said he had stuff to do, but he ended up being there. So I met up with him. We were talking, and I talked to him. I talked to him about the last year event of what they did. I showed him a video on it on YouTube, and the crowd packed full of people. The energy was there, and this year at the store, it just felt less like something something just didn't feel right. The energy just wasn't there. It just felt quiet. It felt like it felt boring. It didn't feel exciting. The energy, the enthusiastic, nothing was there at that store for that Mario Day celebration. I'm like, this is Mario. This is Nintendo. Like, this is y'all character. This is y'all idol. Like, come on, at least. So then, we waited, and then we had to go back in line to take photos with Mario and Luigi. And while we were waiting in line for like an hour and a half, standing in line outside the damn store, um, the the store employees, they went outside and they gave us wristbands that had the Nintendo New York logo on it, right? So basically, like, you have to show your wristbands once you enter the store, so you could participate in the event by taking photos with the Mario Brothers. So we went inside, and we were standing in line, and we had to show our wristbands, and they had us come in there, and we went upstairs to the second floor, and they have the Mario Brothers ready to take photos with, and we take turns and we take photos with the characters. And then after that, the manager from the store had took our wristbands off, and that was it. They never said like, oh, welcome to Mario Day, thank you for participating. It was like they just rushed it. They were just like, oh, take a picture and just get out, that's it. I'm like, what happened to the last year's event compared to this one? Last year it was big, the energy was there. So what happened to this one? And then remember last year, Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, and the CEO, Chris, the Illumination, the people behind the Super Mario Brothers movie, they both were talking about the sequel, that's supposed to come out next year. But what happened? There was no video. I mean, they had like a video on Instagram for like the Nintendo account. Like they were YouTubers talking about how amazing Mario is, and that's it. But there was no like game announcement. There wasn't any of that. The only thing that they announced was that Lego Mario Kart set, and that was it. But other than that, like, I felt like this Mario Day celebration last month was just a waste of time. So after the Mario Day, after we took photos with the characters, that was it. And my friend had to go because he was with another friend, so he left. And I stayed there for a while, hoping that something would happen, and nothing happened at all. And then I met up with fans once again and took photos with them. And I try to have as much fun as I can, but it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there at all. So I was like, what the hell's going on? So then, I was planning to go to my new favorite place in the city. I've been going there. Well, I started going there twice, late of last year, and I liked it. And I was supposed to go there again, and the place closed until further notice. And I believe the place is permanently like shut down. And I was like, oh no, like this day is just not looking good at all. This day is not looking good. So I just remember I just came home and I was just like so disappointed, so upset. I was angry. I just couldn't believe that. Like, I went from this, like I went from getting ready for this, and I go to the Nintendo store hoping that something would happen for the day, and then nothing really happened. They only just that they did that one thing, and that was it. And then I'm about to go to my favorite place and it's shut down. And I'm like, this date is not working out. And this was supposed to be an escape that I needed because back in January, a close family member of mine had passed away. I talked about it in one of my videos that I uploaded earlier this year. And since then, I was in a rough spot. So that was the main reason why I wanted to go and have fun. This was supposed to be that escape that I needed because I really was in that rough spot ever since. So it unfortunately that day didn't happen. It didn't work out as planned. I'm just like, oh my gosh, and and I'm stressed out at work right now, and it's like this was supposed to be an escape that I need, man, and it just didn't work out. So I was obviously upset and disappointed. So I was asking myself, like, okay, if they didn't do this event big like they did the last year's one, I was asking myself why. I asked these questions like, okay, maybe it's because the Nintendo Switch 2 was coming out. Maybe they trying to budget it, and based on what's happening in the world, maybe that's why. So I was like, okay, let me just wait until the Nintendo Switch 2 direct, and they're gonna surprise us with the new games. They're gonna have a good explanation of why Mario Day was terrible. They're gonna surprise us with something. And guess what? No, nothing happened. All they just wanted was all they wanted was just your money, and that's it. Like the Mario Kart World $80 price point. Like, you guys know the story. Like, I don't want to go into details. You guys already know. So I'm like, what's going on with Nintendo, man? This is not them. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand. So Mario Day this year was a ripoff. I don't know what's gonna happen for the 40th anniversary coming up this September. I really don't know. It's like I just lost hope for them. I lost my excitement. I lost my energy. It's not there for me right now, and it's gonna take some time for me to 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 bring to get my trust back with them. Like, my energy, my excitement, my enthusiasm. It's gonna take time. Because look what happened last month with the Mario Day, which was a ripoff, and then now with the Nintendo Switch 2, and yeah. So Mario Day was this year was a ripoff. It was a waste of time. Last year's event was better. All right. So the final thing I want to talk about is Mario Kart World here. Okay. So the I talked about it in the last video. They didn't explain why this game is cost $80. They didn't explain why. Now, I would understand, like the $80. Like, let's just say if they added like all of the racetracks from Super Mario Kart to this game, like all the racetracks from Super Mario Kart 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, Mario Kart 8 into this game. If all the racetracks was there, um I can understand that. If all the carts, all the bikes that you know and recognize was in this game, I can understand that. Like, if they added a lot more to show you why this costs $80, I can understand if they put all that stuff in there. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. You guys don't know. They already just showed us stuff we already seen in the Switch 2 direct presentation and the Nintendo Treehouse Live when the people were chanting drop the price. So we already seen that stuff. So it was like, what was the point of that direct? They didn't talk about the people behind it, like the producer, the director, the composer. They didn't mention any of that stuff. So it was like, what was the point? Like what is going on with Nintendo, man? Um, in this direct, they just talked about like the items, the courses. They talked about battle mode and all that stuff, but it was just nothing there to explain why this game is $80. As I said, if they would have added like all the racetracks from Super Mario Kart into this game, I can understand the $80 price. I get that. If they added like DLC, like free DLC, if they added like a story mode with cutscenes and you know I can understand that, but they no nothing was there to have a full explanation about that $80 price point. And people were talking about like the character select screen. select screen is bad. It's just pure Mario enemies like Goomba and Koopa Troopa and like what happened to Diddy Kong? What happened to Dry Bowser? Where's Dry Bones? Where's like all these good characters from the previous Mario Kart games? Um, so there's no anti gravity anymore. There's no underwater diving like you experienced in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8. No, all that stuff is gone. They have like the airplane gliding thing that's similar to 7 and 8, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just Mario Kart World. It's not worth $80. Like, it's worth like 60. And I was just like saying to myself, like, this would have looked better. This would have looked great on the original Switch. Like, if they would have developed Mario Kart World for both systems, like the original Switch and the Switch 2, that would have been awesome. You know what I mean? Like it would have looked good on the original Switch, and it would have been $60, and I would have gotten the game, and I would have played it and enjoyed it. But it's only available on Nintendo Switch 2 with that $80 BS price point, and the 450 BS for the system itself, and then the 500 BS bundle. Like, oh my freaking gosh, bro! Like Nintendo. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about them. There's just the negativity is still going on, and it's gonna take time for the negativity surrounding the company. It's gonna take time to go away. Like I haven't so far like I haven't watched like any news or checked out updates or anything like that. All I've been seeing was just price, drop the 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 price. That's all I've been seeing all that time. I don't know. And the company, it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. Like I really feel like this is because like Nintendo was going into this dark age, like this dark era. Like I really feel like it's going in that era right now, this dark age. So those are the two things I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about the disappointing Mario Day last month, and then Mario Kart World $80 BS and stuff. So I really don't know if I'm gonna get this system. I really don't know, man. Like they have to do something to make me change my mind about it. Like they gotta do something, because if they don't, I'm not spending my money on them on this system. I'm sorry. I have I have the original Switch. I could play that whatever I want, but I just they gotta come up with something. Like when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and when they had all the characters there, did that cost $80? No, it was $60. Okay, yeah, you gotta pay for the DLC stuff. Okay, like why Mario Kart World is 80? I don't understand. No game like that should not be $80. I don't know what else to say. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I'm disappointed in them. Like they need to do better. Doug Bowser needs to do a better job. You know, and that's why Reggie was so great back then when he was with the company, along with Owada and Shigeru Miyamoto. I miss that time. I really do. It makes me want to go back to that time. But, it's the stuff that they're doing right now. They just do not care. They do not care. So for the past like 3 weeks now, I just been stepping myself away from them, like just not too focused on them too much, and not getting excited for these games, because based on what's going on. Because back then I was that person. I was that person that would get super excited for a new Mario game, for a new Smash Brothers game, for a new Mario Kart, all that stuff. I was that person back then. I remember going to the Nintendo store all the time to play these new games, especially Mario Kart 8. My energy, my excitement was there for that. But right now, I lost all of that stuff. I lost it because of what they're doing right now, and it is stupid, and I hate it so much. I hate it so much, man. So I want you guys to post a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about this whole Nintendo nonsense that's going on right now. It's been 3 weeks since April 2nd, and like I feel like Nintendo has just died. Like ever since that day, ever since that presentation, I feel like Nintendo has just died. Like is it gonna come back from the dead? Who knows? But it's gonna take a very long time for them to recover from this drama. It's gonna take time. I mean, last year and a few years ago, they were all right. They were okay. They weren't perfect, but they had something to make you feel interested. But they don't have anything. They don't have anything to make you feel interested. They just want your money ASAP. It's not just the tariffs. It's not the inflation. It's none of that. They just being too freaking greedy with this price, man. Like you don't see the passion there. You don't see the enthusiastic. You don't see any of that on this system right now. You don't see it, man. You don't see it. All right, guys, I'm getting too mad over this. So I need to go before this camera shuts off on me because I was recording this for too long. So as I said at the beginning, these are the two major things. Like the Mario Day was a ripoff. Mario Kart World, I don't even know if it's gonna be a good game or not. So we'll just have to see when it comes out on June 5th, along with the Nintendo Switch 2. So if anything comes up with Nintendo, I will do another video talking about it. I don't mind. So you guys know me for Cartoon Network, ranted about them, but now I'm talking about Nintendo. So you guys like these videos, so I appreciate that. So be sure to like us. Be sure to give a like and subscribe. Oh, before I end off this video, shout out to a YouTuber by the name of Dillian Thomas. He's going through a rough time right now. He lost a close family member, his grandmother. So I'm trying to be there for him as much as I can, and I understand his pain because I was in his situation. I was in his shoes back when my grandmother passed away back in 2020. I was in a very rough spot. If you watch this video, brother, I understand your pain. Take your time. The healing process takes time. It's it's gonna take time. Like it's not gonna happen overnight. Healing, like that's a big loss. Like a close family, a grandmother. That's for me. Like it took me a very long time to process the loss. All right, so I understand how you feel, brother. So take it easy, Dillian Thomas. Take it easy, brother. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. All right, I know you wanted me to shout out to you for a while, but I forgot. So I'm shouting out to you right now. So if you're hearing this video, this is going out to you. All right. So take care, my friend, and take care, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about Nintendo. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys. Bye.